Hello everybody, welcome to Crafty Soup. My name is Misty. It is time for another unboxing of my Freckled Fawn Kit for the month of, October. We're in October. And let's go ahead and dive into this package, and I have a few updates for you as we go. All right, here is my package for this month. If you're new here, Freckled Fawn allows you to subscribe to various parts and pieces, so it is very flexible and you can build whatever kind of subscription model that you would like to build. Now, I have been having some challenges with some communication issues with Freckled Fawn, and if you've been following me, you might already know what those are, but I've been missing some pieces a couple of months, and I have tried various methods using the contact form on the website, and then I did finally find a separate email address to contact them, and I have not heard anything back. But some extras appeared in my kit this month, so I'm wondering if they're getting the message on their end and just not responding on my end. It's really hard to say. I've used various emails to try and make sure any messages aren't getting blocked by spam blockers, and I have not had any success no matter what I've tried. At any rate, the main components of this kit are here in the center, and this is the 6x8 memory keeping kit. They do have full 12x12s. They also have all the way down to just subscribing to a roll of washi tape. Okay, you can see the parts and pieces are all typical of this kit. And then I had yet another problem. See those small alpha sets there? I didn't realize it when I opened this kit, but when I was trying to confirm some other things, I realized those brown alphas were the same as last month, and this kit should have been green alphas. So yet again, there is a problem. I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go as well. And I like to show you all the parts and pieces that come in this kit because I never know who's going to watch these videos. It could be people new to Freckled Fawn. It could be my regular subscribers who enjoy this process of unboxing. And then I always do a project afterwards so you can see how to put things to use right away and not just collect these supplies in your stash, although I do a good deal of both. I have a good collection of my Freckled Fawn kit sitting in the backlog. The pattern papers this month were beautiful. The florals that they have going on, this one was the first thing I saw when I opened the kit, and my heart just about melted. And then that darker floral up above, oh my gosh, I think they are gorgeous. And that is part of the reason why I chose Freckled Fawn, is because I do think they have, for me, they have a great mix of these beautiful, complicated patterns and also really easy to use patterns like polka dots and stripes and the ledger print. So I love the artwork that I've gotten here. Okay, this package of ephemera die cut pieces happens to be stickers. Sometimes they are more the traditional cardstock die cuts. These ones are stickers. This package did not seem to match the kit. And it has a little thank you note on there. So I did go and explore the website to see what this kit was all about. And look at these birds. Oh my gosh, these birds are so sweet. I tell ya, I love the artwork. This package is an independent supply that you can purchase. So it's not part of any kit that I could figure out, but it is in their regular embellishments category to purchase. And there again, more birds are gorgeous. So this indeed was not part of the regular monthly kit. This was an extra that they put in my package. So I wonder if they got my message that I had been missing embellishments and they responded by putting this extra embellishment pack in my kit. I don't know because they haven't said anything directly to me. These things are just showing up in my package. And that's the part, it's like, I don't mind if there's a problem. It happens. I don't mind if they need to substitute something. It happens. I just don't know what's going on. And that's the part that's bothering me. So this package of embellishments is what is supposed to come with the kit. And yet there was something different about even this package. It has some extra butterflies in it that are not listed on their website. It's listed as being a pack of 20, I believe, embellishment pieces. And when I counted the floral cluster embellishments, there were 20 of them. And then there were 3 extra butterflies. And those butterflies look familiar. I don't know if they came directly from another pack we had recently or if they were just extras from something that they added in here. But again, the communication isn't there. I have no idea what's going on. So I'm going to set that frustration aside and go ahead and move on to my project. So because this is a very fall vibe with those florals going on, I did pull out some floral photos that I took this was in August, so it's not quite fall, but it's heading into fall. And I've been holding on to these photos for a while for a great use. And this kit is just perfect for these photos. So very happy to have this project going. And at first I thought I was going to use a white background for this, but I decided to go ahead and hold it on gray because that's going to help the whites in the pattern papers pop a little bit more and kind of set them up to be a little more contrasty. And plus the grays kind of match a little bit of the photo sky vibe a little bit better. So I'm going to set up a bit of an L shape, I guess, is the best way to describe it. It's not directly an L shape, but I'm going to have vertical elements going all the way top to bottom, and then I will have some horizontal grounding for my photos and my title, as we'll get to. Okay, I do fuss a little bit around with how I want all these pattern papers to lie, and I do end up using quite a few pattern papers and lots of different patterns in here. So I did skip a little bit of that because I was just indecisive and didn't want to make you watch all of that. But what I ended up doing was choosing patterns of papers that contrast with each other. So those coral checks are contrasted with kind of a brownish sparkly star print. It's not quite polka dots, but it looks kind of like polka dots when all is said and done. So that is what's going on. I'm covering up gaps because these are 6x8 pattern papers. I'm covering up gaps with other elements, mainly the photos here. So you can see I start to build that all and put it all together. I am going to pop up my photos on some foam tape. I am putting one on one level of foam tape, and the second photo I will put 2 levels of foam tape, only I put them on the wrong side. So getting that fixed, I went ahead and started adhering everything down. I did change my mind on some of the other pattern papers. Again, I was going for contrast. So that deep, rich floral print is going to be contrasted with green and white stripes. So I changed my mind back and forth between which pattern papers I wanted to use to get a good contrast there. Off camera, I did go ahead and start my title. You'll see a little bit later that I will change it up just a bit to make it a little bit more fitting for what I wanted to say. So I looked around for where I wanted this title to be, and honestly, I really liked having that floral print. A, more of that floral print on my page, and B, it really is fun offsetting my title. The title is getting lost a little bit in there, and you'll see me kind of fix that up a little bit later. But in the meantime, I've created my 2-part title, which says breathtakingly beautiful instead of just breathtaking. And that way my title is bigger. It's more noticeable to the eye, especially with some of the pattern paper I've used in there. And then I'm going to create more attention to the title with some of this small embellishing. And I'm trying to use various bits and pieces from the kit. So we've got some cardstock stickers, some chipboard stickers, and just building up the attention drawingness to the whole title. I did pop up my title on foam dots as well, and I didn't think quite far enough ahead when I was doing some of this, and I should have done some of these steps ahead of time before adhering everything down. But my process, I just start and I go and I figure things out as I go, and sometimes I don't like what's happening and I change my mind, and so that's just how I work in general. So I'm building up a couple more embellishment clusters. I'm adding one to the title area to fill that in a little bit more, one down in the bottom left corner, and then one will go around my journaling, which will end up down in that bottom right corner. And I use the 3-part visual triangle embellishment cluster all the time. All the time, all the time. Sometimes it feels like a little bit boring to me, but it just works. There's a reason this design element just works, so I stick with it. All right, I am back with mostly finishing off these embellishment clusters. I did do a little bit of a tone-on-tone number 8 down there with the puffy alpha from the kit, and I like adding not only the full date, but the number element for the month. Has been a nice thing that I've been doing with these Freckled Fawn kits, and I'm liking that. I was looking for the chipboard 8 from the previous month's kit, and I think I already used it, so I would have put a chipboard 8 here, but this tone-on-tone puffy sticker 8 works pretty well. Okay, at this point, I kind of think I'm done, and then I decide I'm not done. Because that title is getting just a little bit lost on that pattern paper, I'm going to tone the pattern paper down a little bit with some ink. And you can see I have my ink. I tested it on another scrap. I'm masking off other areas of the layout so I don't over ink on accidentally on other things. And here I am masking off that paper. Now, because the puffy stickers are plasticky, they will resist the ink. And all I need to do is kind of buff off that excess ink from the letters, and you can see how they start to glow against the background. And I think I have, yep, a little bit of a close-up here of the before and after, so you can see how much difference a little bit of ink makes. And then I decided, I thought I was gonna do a black pin line around my photos, which I do a lot. But two things, because I had inked up that title and because my photos are popped up on foam dots, that makes it physically a little bit harder to do the outlines. I went ahead and did more inking. And again, these are steps I should have done ahead of time. It would have made the process a lot easier, but I didn't think about it ahead of time. So I do it when I think about it. All right, that does wrap up this video for you this time. I hope you enjoyed something about this process video, and I don't want to turn anybody off of using Freckled Fawn, but I do want to share my honest, actual experiences. I've been subscribing for about a year now, and I have had some challenges, so I'm hoping your experience would be different if you use Freckled Fawn, but the honest truth matters as well. All right, I will see you in the future for more videos, and until then, have an artful day.